Hello. And thank you for downloading the secret 2016 presidential debate from the BBC World Service, with me, Amy Porter. We've gathered the leading candidates from both major parties for what we hope is an enlightening question and answer session. But first, we'd like to speak to the outgoing Commander-in-Chief, Barack Obama. Mr. President, what's the first thing you'll do when you leave office? Really? As president, what were your biggest obstacles?
Clowns to the left of me, jokers to the right.
Do you have any last words for the American people?
You better kiss me. You're gonna miss me when I'm gone.
Thank you, Mr. President. And now, the candidates have taken the stage. We'll begin with you, Dr. Carson. You've recently stated that judgment is the most critical quality a president should possess. What kind of thinking goes into your judgment?
Hummingbirds hum, why do they hum? Little girls wearing pigtails in the morning, la da da.
Dr. Carson?
Da 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 da.
Dr. Carson. Let's move on, shall we? Senator Cruz. Can you briefly outline your plan to deal with ISIS?
What it is ain't exactly clear.
Well, what sorts of things does it entail?
There's kings, many things I can't define.
So what qualifies you for the Oval Office?
Mama taught me how to pray before I reached the age of 7.
I see. As a one-time darling of conservative Christians, what can you promise your main constituency?
One bourbon, one scotch, one beer.
I should like to pose a question to you, Senator Rubio. Critics, and even supporters complain that you're so on message that you seem off-topic and robotic. What can you do to change this perception? Senator Rubio? Senator Rubio? That's enough, Senator. I have no more questions. Next up, we have Sarah Palin. Governor, you're not running for office. Why are you here? I mean, with respect to this debate, what do you have to offer? I surmise that as an ex-beauty queen you're here to lend sex appeal to your candidate, Donald Trump. Mr. Trump, you seem to be quite popular.
All around the world, statues crumble for me.
But it remains to be seen how you can maintain that popular with women voters. The reason I'm hosting this debate, and not Megyn Kelly, is because she refuses to put up with your sexism. What would you say if she were here?
Only women bleed.
My goodness. What must a strong female personality do to avoid your wrath?
All you gotta do is treat me nice, good advice, treat me nice, baby.
Let's change the subject. How do you plan to stop ISIS?
Send lawyers, guns, and money.
One last question. Where did you get the toupee?
I got it one piece at a time, and it didn't cost me a dime.
Governor Christie, a couple years ago you seemed to be the front runner, and now your campaign is sinking. Are you held down by some scandal?
Like a bridge over troubled water.
Oh right, there's that. Governor Kasich, by default you appear to be the sanest candidate on your side. Why aren't you doing better in the polls?
It's just a silly phase I'm going through.
Representative Sanders, as the most progressive candidate here, what's your opinion about legalizing marijuana?
I would not feel so all alone. Everybody must get stoned.
You're also the candidate that's polling best among very young voters.
They like me. I think they're swell.
What's the message they're getting from you? It would seem that after New Hampshire, your campaign has lost steam. What do you expect Mrs. Clinton's poll numbers to look like in the Arizona primary?
By the time I get to Phoenix, she'll be rising.
Madam Secretary, there are some who say that women aren't fit for leadership, but during your husband's presidency, critics often accused you of being too masculine. How do you respond to that? Wow, that's some voice you've got.
You know I'm all about that bass, about that bass.
If nominated, would you consider unifying your party by selecting Bernie Sanders as your running mate?
No.
How would you characterize your Republican opponents?
Crazy.
That doesn't seem fair. Just because someone is a Republican, it doesn't necessarily follow that they're mentally ill. Dr. Carson, as a licensed neurosurgeon, can you name a single brain disease that only affects right-wing minds? I stand corrected. Is there some sort of regimen one can follow to alleviate symptoms, such as taking pills every night?
In the morning, la da 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 da.
What's that noise? What's going on? Where's everyone going?
Everybody run. The ex-beauty queen's got a gun.
Sarah Palin's got a gun.
Sarah's smiling and waving her gun, sucking in Republicans one by one.
How did she get past security?
Run for your lives! Oh, I think I got one. Oh, look, I winged a homo.
And this is Amy Porter hastily signing off.
Sarah, why'd you do it? She lifted her singed beehive, smiled and said, oh gosh, I guess I did it for the children. The children? The children? What do you mean you did it for the children? There are no children. You killed them all.